as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the Buccaneers.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Harris. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st.
1st down, New Orleans.
Ready, 95, 56. Check, 54, 54. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
On 1st down, Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught by Montgomery. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Breeze. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
New Orleans.
Ready? 5-9. 54.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On the first play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a man who's now third all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
19
yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Saints add on to their lead.
His kick is
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 81 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Breeze. Pass incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Breeze going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ty Montgomery, the ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Breeze now. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Gain of 19 yards.
Here's Breeze.
First down.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Buccaneers 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Marshawn Lattimore there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now a timeout.
That's good.
7 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Brady to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. The
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To Ty Montgomery.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
New Orleans.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
It's got to be. So tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 30 on second down, Breeze, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Jared Cook.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Murray. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Breeze. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Is good. Makes the score Saints 35. Buccaneers.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And Thomas has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on third down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
William Golston on the
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Third down.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is Harris. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Levante David in on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Past the 20. He gets it to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's got Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The play lost a yard.
Here's Jones. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Now Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, New Orleans.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Breeze. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Yards. And the Saints first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
On for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I got you. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it. Reload.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever? Come.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
Third down and 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have.